Tony Dohrman, you're the CEO of Lasershield,
That's correct.
and you appear to be the pioneer in the market for plug-and-play residential consumer alarm systems.
That's correct. We say plug and go because usually when you arm the system, you're on the way out the door.
And when did you start doing this?
Well, I've been in the alarm industry for about 26 years. I started as a kid crawling under houses, string and wire, like I think everybody else in the alarm industry did. And eventually moved into sales, moved into management, started buying and selling my own companies, and then decided that there were some needs in the marketplace that hadn't been met. So it was time to start developing and manufacturing our own product lines.
So when did you first come out with the equivalent of the current version of your system?
We actually started our business plan of developing our first product in March of 1999. By 2003, we had been through several rounds of prototypes and beta testing and offered our first products into the marketplace.
And what stores carry your product now?
We're currently at CompUSA nationwide, West Coast Home Depot stores, and soon to be expanding into the Northeast. And this August will be nationwide with Circuit City.
And how successful so far?
Well, so far out of our monitoring partners stable of companies, which is about 800 alarm companies, we've been the second largest producer of new security services to customers every month.
And how's your sign-up rate, people that buy your system versus sign up for monitoring?
You know, it's about the traditional statistic for the industry. In the past, it's been measured at about 3/4 of the people, around 74-75%, subscribe to monitoring services, with the remainder using a system just as a noisemaker or local device. And for us, we've been just over 70% and increasing.
And what does the monitoring per month cost?
$19.95 for the standard monitoring package. And we have a solution that also accommodates people without a telephone line that is $29.95 for those that want cellular monitoring. And we have a broadband solution for those with voice over IP and digital phone service that's $24.95.
Okay, and then a cellular solution, wireless solution.
Yeah, the wireless solution is a $200 module that connects to the main system, plugs in a matter of 2 seconds. And the monitoring fee for that is $29.95. So that's the monitoring, the standard monitoring, plus the additional wireless backup.
And this is based on a GSM system.
GSM service nationwide.
Right. Tell me the strong points of your system. Why should the consumer buy your system?
Well, I think that there's a lot of seniors and single women that have reported to us that they are afraid of having strangers in their home swinging power tools. A lot of them are worried about being ripped off by an unethical contractor. So here's an affordable way to get an effective security solution with the professional service that the majority of customers want, in a hassle-free plug-and-play solution that can move with them if they move locations. Which means for the renter, who's burglarized last year 71% more than people that own their homes, this is an ideal solution for those who can't get an installed system.
Where should your system not be used?
I don't think this is an effective solution for a high-end jewelry store, for a lot of commercial applications where people are looking for, working with a lot of cash drawers, want hold-up buttons, and in industry. It's ideal more for the smaller home-based office and for the residential applications. This isn't a system for a museum. It's not a system for a high-end estate that has a big purse for a professional or a career criminal. But for your single-family home, for your apartment, for your renter, it's really an ideal and effective solution.
And do you really think it's wise or effective for people to be installing their own alarm systems? I mean, you've obviously built your whole business around it.
Yeah, sure. It's a little bit of a loaded question. Yeah, I think that with a responsible product configuration and the right instruction and follow-up, we have a circuit that a customer has to complete to show that they have effectively set up the system.
Maybe a better word would be protocol.
Protocol.
Yeah.
Protocol would be a good word to use.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working so far. We've had just since January, there's been 6, maybe 7, at least a half a dozen events where in different states we have thwarted a burglary in progress, including with 2 burglars apprehended by the police, which in 25 years I haven't seen that very much.
Yeah. How would you compare yourself to ADT as far as functionality?
Well, I think
they being the giants in the industry.
You know, ADT covers a wide variety of solutions from low end to high end. They're not a good solution for those that rent. They're not a good solution for those that are on fixed incomes. And if you want something fast and affordable and easy, ADT isn't the place to go. So we give it to a market that's been untapped and underserved. We give it to a market faster and more affordably, and it's something you can take with you, where with an ADT system you can't.
How difficult are these to set up?
Well, I think it's the easiest system on the market to set up, especially to be able to tie into marketing. You know, I've seen people in all kinds of infomercials and marketing, different marketing mediums try to show a product that they say is easy to install or easy for a customer to set up, from exercise equipment to nuts. And when we say you can set this system up once you've taken it from the box in 2 to 3 minutes, we mean it. It's 2 to 3 minutes. We demonstrate that on television all the time.
What's supplied with a basic unit?
Basic unit comes with the master control, which can accommodate up to 16 wireless devices in any combination of keychain remotes and room detectors, which will cover up to 1,200 square feet. The basic kit comes with the master control, 2 keychain remotes, a wireless detection unit to cover the first 1,200 square feet, all included with backup batteries and built-in siren. Every wireless device has a built-in panic button, and we also supply some visual deterrents such as window decals, and for every monitored customer we send them free signs for their yard.
What's coming?
What's coming is this fall we're adding a medical device for a medical pendant for senior citizens and those that have heart troubles and different physical challenges. We've got a new video model coming out called the Duke, which allows you to select a couple different cameras available on the market and tie it into the back-end service. And so effective is it, you not only will have instant demand to video in your house, but you'll also be able to retrieve images from just before an alarm triggered in the event of an intrusion.
So to summarize, you've developed a system that somebody with no technical skills can install. They can plug it into their phone line if they can figure out a modular jack.
That's right.
Well, some
You can
can't.
plug it. Basically, that's our premise. We say
Yeah.
if you can plug in today's
Right.
cordless telephone, you can set up your security system and
Right.
have real protection.
And and they can register with an alarm center, Rapid Response, which is a recognized national alarm center out of New York.
Right.
How difficult is the registration process?
Registration's easy. They can do it by fax or mail, but instantaneous activation of monitoring can be done over the internet.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, we're the only company where, just like a cell phone, you can purchase your security system at retail, take it to the customer service counter, and right there, like activating a cell phone, activate your monitoring service. It's literally nothing more than plugging it in once you get it home, and your service is already there ahead of you.
And so for college kids, for low income, for tenement houses, for projects, this would seem to be a good solution.
It's been important for people. You mentioned the dorm room. Today's electronic dorm room is filled with $3,000 worth of equipment. It used to be just a bag of dirty laundry, right? And a couple of textbooks. So it's important for some of these markets that haven't been served. We've got people using them in everything from yachts to off-campus housing. And, I think they've been quite happy with it. We've had some terrific reports from the customers that use them.
What's the biggest problem? What's the biggest complaint?
Biggest complaint to the system is demand for products that we hadn't had yet. People have wanted outdoor sirens. We've had some small demand for people that actually do want to go through the additional task of installing door window sensors. We've had people say, can you make the devices smaller? Which is funny because when we first did focus groups and we showed them smaller units, they didn't think it had stopping power. For
Right.
some reason, size mattered.
Yeah, in the alarm industry it does, I think. What haven't I asked you?
Well, you've been pretty thorough. We've spent some hours together. I think that it's not so much what's on my mind as what you've asked me is to some of the things that you've contributed that I think are things that we ought to look to for product development in the future.
Cool. Well, we'll look for your new product additions. See if we can tear them apart.
Yeah, thanks. We always appreciate that.
Thanks.